Hello, Spirits of Vengeance, and welcome back to the Ghost Rider Vlog. So today's episode is going to be on Ghost Rider number 56, also subtitled The Menace of Moondark. Moondark is a villain that Johnny Blaze faced before in a Marvel team-up, so that's why it's not here in this particular list. Essentially, Moondark was trying to capture Johnny to trade his soul with the demons that he owed, but was saved at the last moment apparently by Spider-Man. It seems that Spidey and Ghost Rider have had a long and varied history together, which they continue to cross over even as recently as, I want to say, 2013. So, things happen, you know. Marvel Universe. The story more or less picks up right where we left off, with Gina walking out on Johnny and pretty much stating for fact that she doesn't understand the weird stuff that goes on in his life and she doesn't want to be a part of it. She just wants to have a more or less normal life as much as she can. To which Johnny decides to leave, but he is introduced to more bad news as his shows are cut off, but the boss was willing to pay him the rest of the days he was owed. To which Johnny nicely says that fixing up his bike twice is more than enough payment and will go out to try and find other work. However, on his way out, Fargo crosses Johnny's path again. The reason why Johnny lost his job is because Fargo has got a 3-week stint with another bigger casino, so they had to switch to something else other than Johnny, because they're not going to draw in the audience like they would have. So Johnny issues a demand for a retry against Fargo, to which Fargo says sure in about 2 months once he's done doing everything else he's apparently doing presently. So we'll see how that goes if they actually do follow up on that. Meanwhile, Johnny runs off into the desert and is attacked by green glowing vultures. He manages to defend himself and become Ghost Rider and goes off to seek out the master who created these things and sent them after Johnny. To which he encounters our villain of the piece. But while he's fighting with Moondark, we get this extra side story. This side story has an archaeologist named Slade, and he's apparently looking up his great-grandfather's history and found out that he was the second Knight Rider. Knight Rider, as you all remember, is the ghostly cowboy from when Johnny went back in time. It turns out that the first one died while still doing his job. The second, his brother, however, found out about his secret and decided to pick up the mantle and continue the fight against evil, to which he did manage to succeed for the most part in bringing peace to the wild frontier, at least in that particular area, and died of natural causes more or less, and the Indians buried him, apparently. This ancestor of theirs manages to find the burial site, and for all we can tell, he somehow magically becomes the new Knight Rider. So there's now a new supernatural element, as well as bringing the character into the modern era, possibly for more crossovers, for what we can tell. The Knight Rider obviously feels beckoned to help Johnny, especially since Johnny is essentially an old friend in need to begin with. He manages to cause Moondark to lose his focus and continue to try and fight with Knight Rider. I'm trying to remember names, my dyslexia, I'm sorry. But they continue to have their fight. This causes him to lose his focus. Johnny Blaze manages to use this moment to finally be able to summon up enough of his own mental power to finally summon the Ghost Rider again, break free, and send Moondark packing. And that, more or less, is our story. Pretty decent one-off, a nice little callback to a few different things that happened in the past as we continue to proceed forward. Johnny lost his job, but he has a new focus. Maybe he will become top billed stunt writer again, but we'll have to wait and see if that issue ever actually comes up. Aside from that, nice callback on the villain, nice guest cameo from a other Marvel star at the time, who was apparently trying their best to modernize him, and they found an interesting supernatural way of hopefully bringing that about. But that is it for this time. Thank you all for watching, and do enjoy, and we'll see you all next time.